Hello everyone, my name is Amin and in this video we are going to learn what is LLM. Also we are going to look what is the journey of LLM under the AI tree. Definitely LLM is a part of the AI, but we are going to look where the LLM exists and how the engineers invented LLM. LLM is a stand for large language model. Here large represent the huge data. If you are using the LLM application like ChatGPT or Gemini, you can easily understand. Definitely, we need lots of data to train the model. Here, the language represent human language, and model is a brain of the machine. In the LLM, we understand, process, and generate text or human text. We are going to deal with one by one. Let's understand the model part. Already told you that in the LLM we are using model is a like the brain of machine. It is a good example to understand the model. Here in the chat GPT, you ask some question, generate a simple story or sad story or good story between the person and the dog. Chat GPT responds with a beautiful story. So basically this will done through the a model. That model is called LLM model. Model is nothing, it is a mathematical function. Definitely it is very complex function because it is not like a simple mathematical function like y is equal to ax plus b. It is a high level function. I'm not going to deal with this mathematical function here, but it is a mathematical function. This mathematical function is a pattern in the data. In LLM, we use the text data. Internally, we convert it to a number data because our model is only understand numbers because it is a mathematical function and it return again a number and then number will be converted to a text. So this is a high level thing. This text goes to number, pass to the model, return the numbers, and then number return converted to a text internally. LLM is a very complex model. Got it? Train on a vast amount of data. Means not like only one spreadsheet on two spreadsheet. It may be trained on the entire library. Okay, even like in the chat GPT, you can see you can ask related to a religious question. It is also written in a good manner. Okay, just like a philosopher, it understands the human language and responds smartly, definitely. So this is all the LLM features. So guys, you know what is the LLM because you are using in a daily basis. But guys, LLM didn't appear overnight. It is not like someone's trained the model and it is start using by the people. No, it is a decade of research in the field of NLP. I will explain what is the meaning of NLP. NLP is natural language processing. Whenever we deal with human language or natural language, it is under the domain of NLP. So let's understand the entire LLM with a simple tree. Now see, here this is AI. Everything is start with the AI. AI is like ability of machine to simulate human behavior. Everyone knows that. And ML is a subtopic of AI. And here we use the data, means data is a hero here. ML or machine learning is generally used to find a pattern in the data. Suppose we are going to be solve a problem for horse price prediction. So basically we have provide the data of horse price and machine learning can see this data and try to find the pattern. So whenever you have like new dimension of the house, it can easily predict what will be the price. Same, it will be like good for the sales prediction, it will good for the weather prediction. But it failed or not good when you're dealing with image, audio, video, and text. Text is like the human language or natural language. So basically machine learning generally failed in this section. So that's why we use another kind of model. Machine learning is a subtopic of AI or subsection of AI, but the already told you machine learning not solve all the problem. That's why we have one more thing that is called the neural network. Neural network is inspired by the human brain. In our brain, we have like lots of neuron which pass the data from like another neurons. The same things or not same thing, but we are inspired by the same thing and we use the neural network. And that neural network is applied on the machine learning that is called the deep learning. Here we use neural network in a deep level that will help you to solve the problem related to unstructured data such like image, audio, video and etc. So everyone know Deep learning solve all kind of complex problem related to image, natural languages, audio and video. So that's why I'm going to divide this section into two parts. One part is the vision part and second part is a language. We using some kind of architecture. Here machine learning is subsection of AI. DL is a subsection of machine learning. Only the difference deep learning we use the neural network. So we have so many section like the vision section and the language section. Basically, we have so many architecture available in the vision section and the language section. Very popular architecture we are using in the vision section is convolutional neural network. Generally, it is applied on the image. Same in the NLP, we have like recurrent neural network. I will explain this part in just few minutes. So, because this chapter is about only for the LLM, so I am ignoring this vision part and only focus on this language part, that is an NLP. So now, what is the NLP, guys? NLP is the area of AI work with human language. Already told you, we are going to deal with a human language like or generate the text like a human language. That is all under the NLP, natural language processing. We have the first architecture, very popular architecture under the NLP is called recurrent neural network. Basically, it is the deep learning which solve the NLP. Okay. So now see. So basically RNN is generally good for predict the next word because RNN remembers the previous word, so it can predict the next word. Suppose I'm going to put I, the first word, second word is a love, and third word is machine. Then definitely our RNN model can easily predict the fourth word will be learning. But the problem with RNN, it cannot remember entire context. Okay, means whenever you use RNN for the long context, it may be like forget some section of the context. I'll try to explain with a simple example. Suppose I have a statement, I grow up in a Mumbai and we have some lots of words after that. And after the 200 words I have last study, the city was beautiful. So maybe RNN forget the word Mumbai. That is the reason we cannot apply this RNN directly to the LLM part. So this is the architecture. It's a good architecture. It solves multiple problems, but it is not sufficient. Then after we have another architecture that is LSTM. LSTM is generally used for long short term memory. Guys, LSTM can remember the context better than RNN. Okay. Suppose we have like long context and that RNN cannot remember memorize, but LSTM can memorize. The LSTM is another kind of architecture which is better than the RNN. Okay. So most of the time LSTM can be useful over the RNN, but it's again not capable to solve our nowadays problem that the ChatGPT are using. Now third is a very popular architecture we are like dealing with that is the transformer. That is transformer. All the model application like ChatGPT or like Gemini, it is created over the transformer. It is the modern architecture. RNN or LSTM generally read the word by word, like line by line, word by word. It is generally applied in the LSTM and RNN. But but transformer has capability, guys, to read the entire sentence together with the help of attention mechanism. I will be create a separate video on the over the attention mechanism later. Basically, our transformer architecture can easily read the entire article, entire statement, okay, from the front end, from the back end, from the both end. We have so many another architecture under the transformer that will be like solve the problem of LLM. So now see the entire picture and entire tree. So now ML is a subtopic or subsection of AI. DL is a subsection of ML. Only the difference is DL use the neural network and machine learning use the simple model. NLP is part of the like DL and it is domain where we are going dealing with the language or like human language. Transformer is our architecture that I am going to use to deal with that because it use the attention mechanism to solve the problem to read the entire article. Like RNN and LSTM is not good for the LLM, but transformer is capable to solve this problem. And that's why LLM is under the transformer. All the application like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Cloud A using the LLM, and that LLM come from the transformer, and that is a section of NLP, and that is a part of deep learning, and deep learning is a part of AI. So this is the entire tree you have to understand. Now let's deal with some summary that we need to be understand, because the next video is related to transformer, and I'm going to explain the deal with multiple kind of transformer and explain in the briefly. But now try to be like giving a simple highlight about this transformer. Transformer architecture is a backbone of LLM. Okay, whenever you want to be create your own LLM, you have to deal with the transformer. Now, it is invented in 2017. Recently, it is not like older thing. It is invented in 2017. But is like also created around 2018 or 19. I'm not sure about that. But it is another kind of transformer architecture. It is capability to understand the context in the both direction. Generally, sometimes suppose you are going to be pass some text info to the chat GPT, and if that chat GPT model only capable to read the text sentence from left to right, and maybe its response may be different. But if the model is capable to read the context from both in, so our model can read the context in a right order. So that is the BERT is also advanced model, and we have the GPT series. ChatGPT created multiple model, but three primary model like ChatGPT 1 and ChatGPT 2 and ChatGPT 3. Generally, ChatGPT 1 is created, and that model required the fine tune. I will explain the fine tune later. But in the third model, the ChatGPT 3 model is very stable. It's trained almost in the very vast number of data, and it's directly used without the retrain. This model can solve multiple problems. Again, we have like very popular model is T5 model. Is generally like you can say that this is a framework, and it will solve most of the problem like text to text problem. And this is something that we need to be deal in the next video. So basically, this video is all about the LLM. So I'm giving a very small summary about this video. Like LLM is a stand for large language model. Here IL is the data, huge data. First L is a large language is representation, like we are dealing with the human language, and model is your brain. I'll already explain model is a mathematical function, and now it is not like success is overnight for the LLM, but it is a decade of research. And I'll try to explain this entire LLM thing with the tree format, and you can understand. And this tree is very important. You have to be memorize this. Like machine learning is subsection of AI, and DL is a subsection of ML, and LLP is under the DL. And we use a transformer architecture because transformer architecture can capable to solve the human language briefly, and that's why our LLM model created over the transformer. And all the model like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude are created under the transformer. So this is all. This is the thing that we need to be solved. And in next video, I'll try to be more about the transformer. How many type of transformer are there, and what is their history. So in the next video, I'm going to explain that part. Thank you, guys.